Okay, oops, no, no, no. Let's talk about the deck a bit first. So next deck of the day, US German Midrange deck. Couple changes I made to this over the list from last season that got us to Field Marshal. I swapped out the 2 Awoken Giants for 463rd Battalion because I wanted to, couple reasons actually. One, I wanted to go up to 4 copies of M4 Sherman, and this is something that's decently good against aggro as it it's just as good against aggro as, not just as good, I would say, but it's also an anti-aggro card like Awoken Giant, but it also can take the front line for us to enable our M4 Shermans. It's also just not a dead draw in the late game, in the mid to late game, if we're like trying to, if we have the front line, you know, or if we're like looking to close a game out against another like mid-range or control deck. Other than that, the list is basically identical to what it was before. Oh yeah, I took the 2 Gebirgsjäger out since they got nerfed, and I just threw in, I think it was a 3rd tactical strike, and I think I left the other ally slot open for yeah, for the 4th M4 Sherman. That's what happened. So 2 Gebirgsjäger out, tactical strike M4 Sherman in, 2 Awoken Giant out, 2 463rd Battalion. And the nice thing about having this card in here is that the first day of our D-Day challenges requires you to play this card or this card, as well as I think this guy enables it as well, but we're not running him. So it could very well be completed at this point, though. Yes, it is. So we're not going to get to contribute to this challenge quite yet, but as the week goes on, as the days go on, we'll see if we can contribute to the others. Anyway, let's jump into these games and see how we can do. Yeah, the event is really cool, and I think do we want to keep this? We're on the play. It's kind of speculative. We have 4 of these we could draw into. Probably want air defense against the US deck. Seaboard Invasion is a decent reward too. Like, it's not the most played card, but I think it's a solid solid US elite, especially in ramp decks. Okay, probably ramp. This is a nice draw. If we can get this to live over the next few turns, it can enable our M4 Sherman. But I think for now, we're just going to keep passing. Play out the Panzer IV next turn. Depends on what he does. We might do 1st Marines, take the front line. Okay. Probably just redraw. I don't think the other 2 are really what we're looking for just yet. Was just gonna say, wouldn't mind him just playing a P40 because we have a nice clean answer to that. I think we just go ahead and shoot this. That's pretty good. I don't know if I want to play that just yet, though. I don't want to bottom an Avenger, but I think it's right to take one of these instead for now. Yeah, I think so. This screams like I have air defense up, and maybe I don't want to waste an air defense on this Wraith attacking, but go ahead and run this out. If it lives to next turn, we can just start drawing cards with our M4s. Only the one. It makes me think he probably has Awoken Giants in hand. But that's fine. I mean, we're a mid-range deck, and he's looking like he's playing control, so his Awoken Giants are just going to be live in this matchup. There's not much we can do about that. So, but do we need to move that forward now? I could go 5, shoot. Probably not the best. I'd rather save these two can take out a B-17, which I think is better. Let's do this. Fine. Yep, that was a pretty good hit, actually. It's a crappy card. Probably want to eat that. Not gonna move these forward just to get eaten by a Awoken Giant, I don't think. Yeah. Although now, I guess, then we get hit by this, though. That's fine. They've served their purpose. Yep, I'm fine with that. If we didn't play out that 2-3, we would have lost the top card of our deck, so... It's kind of annoying to use it in this way, but I think we want to just Avenger this, play some stuff out. This insulates us a little bit against the B-17 on the other side of the table, while also setting us up to draw with M4 Sherman the next turn. I think I want to do this. And that. Yeah, it's annoying, but not the end of the world. Okay. This is a pretty good turn one play if he's playing the mid-range. If he's playing a mid-range or aggressive list that's running Japanese cards. This is likely to be very good. I think we're just going to be conservative here and do this. That's gonna keep drawing. Guess I should probably play this. Our Death from Above RNG has been god-awful this game. Or this day, I should say. Gotta hope he has literally nothing, or we're just dead. Ho-hum. It's crazy how far ahead you can be in a game like this and then just like get completely slaughtered anyway. Just like card advantage barely matters. Sometimes it feels like. Although I probably made a mistake that game when I played the turn that I did strategic bombing. Maybe I should have just taken the front line and continued to draw with my tanks, just to avoid taking a hit to my HQ. But I mean, would it have mattered? We would have just died a turn later that game, probably. Could have mattered though. Sure. Could have thingy for this, but I think it's right to try to start to apply pressure. Can't really just sit around and do nothing. Yep, fine with that. Then we can... Do we want to save? We want to save this for a comet, I guess. Opponent's like continuing to get some of the best hits. Hoping to see our M4 Shermans off the top at this point, pretty much. Yep. I think we'll save this for the turn we want to stick a card around a from the deep. Need to save this then for a potential Leopold later, which is now no longer an option. Okay. So like I said, we're gonna try to bait out a from the deep or something else before sticking that. Don't want to draw too much because the Leopold will be pretty devastating. Just start applying pressure here, I think, then. I think I want to keep all of this. Really good draw there. Only other better draw might have been a gunship mission. It's going to be resource efficient here. If we continue to clog up the front line, we stand a good shot of just keeping his board in check while we build up ours. Okay. So do I want to just get the guaranteed card draw here? Do I want to deny him draw? I don't think so. I think this FLAMMPANZER is getting used on that no matter what. I think I want to do this. Okay, now that might be an alternative. If he wants to draw a card with this and it just dies, whatever. Like, we have ways to keep up with him in cards as well. Yep. Well, now I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. quite yet. Getting to fully activate all of our units that turn is good because it hides that we might be holding up a countermeasure. Because if we just moved this up and didn't attack with it and held up like 2 resources or more, like it would have... It could have signaled quite readily to our opponent that we had something. Now I just 100... Okay, no, I can't risk that hitting the front line, so we're going to hit that. Perfect. Yeah, but I mean, it just like, it's, you know, if we didn't draw this, we would have drawn like a sudden strike or something. Just like cards like these that just care about unit cost are so good against these greedy decks that are just looking to buff all of the time. Doesn't feel good bottoming a B17, but I think I just want to play it safe and get like some other stuff out here. Do like this, shoot this. That's fair. Maybe I was supposed to take the front line just to ensure he can't draw. Now he could draw 2 more. I think we're fine though. Another great draw. I mean, to be fair, we have seen a lot of cards at this point now. Alright, I think this game's over. I don't think he has draws that get him out of what we're doing here. Ah, yes, of course. Empire of the Sun. How could I forget? It just doesn't matter. I think he's just too far behind. Yeah, now we'll take this. I'd rather draw more cards, because drawing cards is fun. We haven't played against blockade shenanigans yet today. Thank God. I think we played one deck that was running Blackwatch, which is a card I haven't seen in a little while. So he might have had it, but he just never drew it. Both of us have seen a lot of cards off the top of our decks. He's actually drawn more than we have. I don't know if that blockade is good. A lot of people seem to think it's really good. I'm not entirely convinced yet. I think it just might be because people think it's just really annoying to play against. Which in and of itself could warrant a nerf, make no mistake. Any unit he plays is dying to this. The good thing about this game is that the devs are pretty on the pulse and constantly looking at the balance of cards and whatnot. So even if it turns out to be a problem, I don't think it'll be a problem for long. One of the great things about this being a digital card game is that, like, you know, we can afford to push the envelope a little bit when it comes to card design, and if it turns out they're a problem, we just dial them back, nerf them, you know. It's one of the things that makes this game fun and interesting, in my opinion, just like constantly evolving metagame. So give it a week or two, we'll see where the meta settles, and if people feel that that card is like too oppressive, I'm certain we'll see it be nerfed before long, or just changed. The devs are not shy about completely changing cards, right? Because Blockade used to say double the cost of a random card in the enemy hand by one, so it's like still in the spirit of the card, but yeah, they've completely changed the design of cards in the past if they felt like, you know, the current one wasn't good for whatever reason, wasn't good for the meta, wasn't good because it wasn't getting played or what have you. Move this forward to start. Nothing. Move this forward. Done. Next turn we'll play the Sherman and draw some cards. Might also play this. This could be really annoying for him. No, now I just want to draw cards. So our opponent's playing a ramp deck. They're probably definitely got some bigger, badder, you know, units in their deck overall compared to ours. So our game plan is just kind of to run them out of the game, basically. I think I want to play that out. Ah, that's too bad. That was not a card that was on my radar. Okay. Sure. Looks like he's got stranglehold. He's holding that up again. Nope. That's an unfortunate loss. Let's start with this here. Not great. Air defense is not really super good now. Also, just play stuff out, I guess. That stranglehold might have actually been really huge. We definitely want to do that. I think we want to do that. I don't even know if we want to move that forward, to be honest. I just end turn. Oh, that's annoying. We're probably dead. Like I said, our opponent's like doing the bigger thing than us, so. That tiger kind of really was unfortunate. I'll just move on. They were the bigger, greedier deck, so that was always going to be a tough match. Oh good, we're going to lose another star because we're playing one of the top players in the game. Cut that, keep the rest. They're probably playing a meta deck. We're not, so. It's as simple as that sometimes. Although maybe they're playing a bit of a brew. Haven't seen those two cards combined in a while. I mean, doesn't bother me. Yeah, speak of the devil. Now we finally get to see what a top player thinks of blockade. I want to play this. Probably just has whatchamacallit? Might be overly aggressive to do this. Maybe I'm just supposed to shoot once here and then play out the Panzer III-H. Maybe he's playing a combined arms deck. at about an hour with this deck, so I think we might call it there. And we'll play one more. I like this deck. Yep, confirmed better than top player. Confirmed new meta beat top player. Or confirmed our deck is the new meta because it beat the top player's deck. No, I mean obviously he was playing a brew. Frankly, I expected to see more resource denial on top of the no, sorry. I expected to see discard on top of the resource denial just to be extra annoying, but I mean I'm sure he's running Panther A's in that list, but maybe not Wolf Packs. It's kind of a non-bow. It's like, oh, take away their opponent's already having trouble playing all their cards in hand. There's no point in like taking them out of them. Taking cards out of their hand. Let's keep one tack strike. I think I'm supposed to throw back these other expensive cards though, not knowing what our opponent's doing. Maybe I'm supposed to throw all of these back actually. Just looking for early plays. Okay, cool. Okay, our opponent showed us he's running retaliation, so we have to watch out for that. Dive bombing's an interesting one. Not sure I like that. Yeah, it's definitely one of those cards I can make for some hilarious results. If I play this, if he has Sendai Regiment, that's really bad, but outside of that, he's gonna need something. I mean, he's playing Germany, so he could be running Tactical Strike. Our opponent's drawn a lot of cards, but if they are an aggro deck, it doesn't really mean anything. They look to be really. I don't think that's correct. We're pretty far ahead. I don't know if I need this. I kind of just want something to gas back up just in case. These things are kind of off. Okay, that's kind of annoying. I think we just kill it though. Yeah, it's a pretty sad isolation. Our opponent does have retaliation. We have to remember that. We have to be careful not to overextend too much. Try to bait it out with smaller hits. What punishes me for hitting his HQ down to 4? Or to 6? Should I just gunship mission to play it safe? Because we kind of have him dead on board anyway, right? I don't think there is anything. Even double air blitz doesn't do it. All right. Since we're one away from Field Marshal, we'll play one more game with this. We're only just past the hour mark now. We'll see if we can get it. But either way, we'll end. This will be the last match of this deck, and then we'll move on. Okay, we faced this player before. Was he the guy playing the really big, go over the top deck? Or was he playing the more low to the ground thing? I think I want to ship these back, but keep this in case he's playing engineers. Okay, probably playing the ramp deck. So this is going to be a tough one for us to win. Probably doesn't have any 1-drops. No, he has JASCO, which could be problematic. That is super unfortunate. Wow, that sucks. Enemy spotted, man. Can be such a disgusting card. Don't really care about that. Just play our own. Do I just take that out? Or do I just shoot his face? I kind of have to take it out, huh? Yeah, we're almost certainly going to be too slow this game. Where's our air defense? Yeah, we're just falling too far behind here. There's that at least. What a greed pile. I hope we queue into you with our next deck and we can just run you down. There's like zero respect for aggro. There's always a bigger fish. That's the lesson that you need to learn. There's always a bigger fish.